So we're going to continue with just a little bit of extra work on exploring evidence of the past. We're going to use EduSmart this morning to review a little bit, and then you're going to take a little quiz on learning from the past. When you're finished with the EduSmart video, you're going to go into It's Learning, and you're going to finish your alternative energy project. So for those of you who are working on the sedimentary rock fossil fuel one and have to finish that one, you can do that. You can meet with me if you need to get some questions answered. And if you know what you're doing with alternative energy, you can go straight there. Remember, the Padlet is here for you to post any of your questions about alternative energy. And if you need to go into STEMscopes to do the assessment on fossil fuels, right? It's fossil fuels, you'll finish that one. Remember that when you go in to alternative energy, you're going to go in through Earth and down at the very bottom. If you haven't been there yet, most of you have been there already. You'll need to vote today, so you'll have to log into the computers for your It's Learning to come up. The 4 computers at the back, there's a special way to log into those. I kind of move them around, and then there's 3 in here. There's 7 in the pod, and if you're going in, these have to be filled first before you go into the Learning Cafe to work in there. So and once you finish your assessment, you're going onto these computers. The headphones are there if you need them, but we're not moving those around. Some kids had some questions about where to go, what websites to use to complete your document, and they're already here. I already provided those for you. Okay, so you don't have to search for them. And then, but make sure you vote today because I want to have those results for tomorrow. And this is where you're to go after you're finished your quiz. Okay, there's only 10 question quiz, and that shouldn't be a problem. So after we watch this short video, you are going to finish your assessment. And I'll get, Angie is going to do my clicking for me, and I'll hit the lights. Okay, good to go.
What do these burnt trees indicate?
So take these sentence strips and put them in the order of which happens first, second, third, and fourth for how sedimentary rock is formed. So read them to me first.
Sedimentary rock is formed, created.
Guys, you should be on a computer now. That book is not part of the assignment. Sorry, go ahead.
Compaction created, they are moved, then deposited. Sedimentary.
Here. Can I help you with?
I don't get it what it means, pros and cons. Do we just write down what they're mainly about, or?
Why don't you tell them?
Well, they're both into biomass. So, like, pros are renewable resources, and cons are, like, dangerous because they release carbon dioxide in the air.
So I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's the things that are positive about it or something that might be negative about it? most are positive, but there might be some things that are a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, go ahead. So now you're gonna write down those layers on your paper, right here. Okay? And then down here, you're gonna draw an example of it. Okay? Go ahead. So, which layers are the oldest and which ones are the youngest on this model?
This was the oldest and this was the youngest.
Okay, make sure you put that on your paper, okay, and then you're gonna. On the It's Learning dashboard, what were some of the problems you had? Yes? The websites? Did you figure out what to do? And what do you have in front of you to help you to figure out what to do? What is this for? To help you know what to do. So this paper has directions on it as to what to do. Now there's one section on here, the girls came in and said, where's the map for this? They were the only two out of all of you to ask me where was the map. Now there is a map on that site to look at in order to do your locating, so you can take notes of where those forms of alternative energy are located, and then when I give you the map, or if you asked for the map, then you would have been able to put it on the map. Or you could have drawn your own map. That would have been another option. What else could you do if you're in your Google Slides? What could you do in order to find a map? You can find it in images, can't you? So if you're in Google Slides, you can go in, pull up an image of a map of the world, and you can drop it into your slide, and then you could add your alternative energy sites where you could find them on there, the exact sites. So that's another way to problem solve that. Now, can you use paper? Yes. But you're given this because I need you to explore those options on your own and then see what kinds of answers you're going to come up with. Who is working on a Google slide right now? So some people were in the other class. Okay. You're allowed to do that for this one. Okay? The one that has the 5 alternative energies, and you had to do the pros and cons. I had 2 people ask me what pros and cons were. Angie, could you tell them what a pro and a con is?
A pro is like a positive side. So I explained about biomass. The positive side is that pros that it was renewable resources, and then the cons that it releases carbon dioxide, so it's kind of dangerous for us to breathe. So it's like a positive side of the alternative energy, and the cons is the negative side.
Okay, so for each, you had to list all 5, and you have to do a pro, something that's a benefit for it, and then for a con would be a disadvantage. Now, I do not want to see it's renewable for all 5. Think of something else about that energy that's a positive. Okay, we're not looking for the easiest answer all the time. Okay, other celebrations, good things, hardships, what else do we have? Any other problems that we need to solve right now before we leave for the day, for this side, for this activity? Anything else work out well? I liked how these people were helping each other back there, but I did notice, or I did hear that there was some confusion about what to do. If you're outside of this room and you're confused, you need to actually walk back into the room and get clarity, or ask your neighbors. If I'm working with some customers at my table, then you have to rely on each other. Or what else, Alex, you're going to rely on? Your paper. Your paper. Your paper that we're not going to lose, you're going to make sure your name is on it now. The paper that is due after the holiday. Okay? Any other questions about it? Can you work on it at home?
Yes.
Sure. All right, do I expect you to work on it over the break?
No.
No, I don't. But if you did, it would be okay if you were bored and wanted to think and learn. That's great. Okay? Put those in your binder. Do not lose them.